Hi, this is Chris Terrell with Everyday VBA. Today we're going to be looking at the if-else statement. This is incredibly useful when you're doing code. I'm just going to show you real quick. You can probably use this in Excel, but if we go if, we're going to go that is greater than that. We're going to go comma, greater, and then comma. And all I'm doing is just putting in text here. Okay. So that is less than that. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to be doing the same thing in code. So I'm going to hit Alt F11. We're going to open up our window here. Let's kind of scoot this over. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a module. We're going to go sub if stmt, and that's just the name. Okay. So all within code, you've got your if, and then you've got a statement. Now it's going to give me a couple errors. Syntax. So let's talk about syntax. It's going to be if then. So we're going to go 0 greater than 0. Okay, so that's if. Then you've got else if. And then I'm putting in the same constraint. We're going to fill that in later. So I'm going to spell else right. You'll get those errors if you don't spell stuff right. And then you've got else, and then you've got and if. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to write a code. We're going to basically do this same thing, but we're actually going to do it in code. So what we want to do is we've got our two cells here. I'm going to go ahead and delete this out right here. We're going to go, and I'm just going to use the cell reference. So we're going to go if cells, looks like that's row 4, comma 2 is greater than cells 4, comma 3. Then what are we going to do? We're actually going to go cells, this is going to be 4, comma 4 is equal to greater than. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're basically going to take this same statement, we're going to flip it. Okay, instead of less than, we're going to go less than. We're going to copy this cell right here. We're going to put that in. We're going to make this less than. And we also need an else. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this right here. We're going to make this equal. Okay. So this would be a perfect if statement. Okay, so typically when I do an if statement, I put a block in right after each one, and that's really because I want to come in and test it after the fact. So I'm going to go ahead and hit F5. Notice it stops right there. We knew that this is less than that, so we're going to go F8 again. You'll notice that that is blank, but when I hit F8, it fills that in. It's going to make that equal to less than. That's a very simple statement, so we're going to make this 25 now. We're going to run this module. I don't need this anymore because I've already tested that. It is true. We know that that is greater than, so we're going to hit F8. Notice it changes it to greater than. That's perfect. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we have one more test to do, and that's the else statement. So I'm going to hit F5. That's perfect. It goes right there, and we're going to make that equal. It goes ahead and finishes that whole piece right there. That's basically an if statement. It's using cells to make a change on those. You'll use if statements a ton. We could obviously link this to a button. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. We're going to assign a macro. We're going to assign an if statement, and then we could run this really quick. So if we went 20. Oh, it actually says I can't do that. I can't execute in break mode. So if you get an error like this, basically means that you are already running code and it can't run it at the same time that you're already running it. It can't run it twice, basically. So you'll notice that actually changes. So let's go equals our rand. Copy that. Now this is going to change it every time. Now once I click that, it actually changes, so that may or may not be true, but at the time of the click it does change, so pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks again for watching this video. Please subscribe to the Everyday VBA YouTube channel. Please join the VBA community at everydayvba.com, and most importantly, learn VBA.